You wake up not knowing where you are or what your name is. There is a sign saying, "Trust your intestine." Then an intestine drops from the ceiling, from an open vent that you could fit through, so you climb through, which you will soon regret. Just when you think you escaped, you fall through an air vent into a pile of what you think is goo. Suddenly, the goo transforms into a goo monster. You back in a wall, and he gets closer and closer. Just as he opens his enormous foul-smelling mouth, you hear a deafening screech and cover both of your ears. A naked, dog-like creature with wings flies into the room and attacks the blob, and faces you, and talks and whispers into your ear, saying, "We are what you see when you die. We torture you, rip parts of you out, and eat your soul. The only way to escape is to trust your intestine." The creature rips your intestine out, and then you wake up safe and sound in your room, but still don't remember who you are. You hear what you think is wind, but it gets heavier and heavier until you cover your ears and look at a table next to your bed and see an intestine with a note saying, "Remember what I told you," and then you slowly fall asleep. The next day you ask your neighbors what your name is and who you are. Your name is Joshua. Your parents died in a car crash and you live alone and work in a McDonald's from Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You wonder how they know that much about you and go back inside your house. That night you dream the same dream, but you remember who you were. And instead of ripping your intestine out, the creature brings an intestine and rews it open, and there is a note saying, "I am coming tomorrow, so beware!" You continue the day normally and think a dream is just a dream. Nothing's gonna happen. But at that moment, the doorbell rings, so you go to the curtain closest to the door and open it. You see the creature, but it was even more horrifying. He had red eyes, his flesh was ripped off, and his wings were broken. You ran up to your room and locked the door. Just then you remembered what the creature did. He broke the intestine, so with all your strength, you ripped open the intestine, but there were words saying, "No way out." The creature knocked down the door and ripped your intestine out and said, "Go to sleep!" You woke up with a fright and was relieved it was all just a dream. Then you had a pain in the stomach. You look down and find your stomach ripped open and your intestine gone, then you collapse and die. News report. Boy of the name Joshua has died unexpectedly, with no signs of damage. All his limbs are intact, except his intestine, which was found on his neck, saying, "Trust your intestine."